What the fuck, dude? He went from big honking Magumbos to neo-right-wing revisionism predicates a connection between Anglos and Germans based on shared ethnicity, that the UK needed to stay out until the end and team up with a newly continental German state to prevent the spread of communism and leftist ideology. They hate Churchill and call him a warmonger and race traitor. At HasanAbi studied neo-revisionism as a part of my master's. It's Sargon of Akkad academia. That is... What is going on? What the fuck is happening? For those of you who don't know, that's code switching. I finished my master's in the next fall, Keck W. Anyway, I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know it was like that. But let me tell you something, okay? I mean, he's not... I mean, he's clearly more knowledgeable than I. I can't believe this is a thing that I'm saying. But Young Red 95 is clearly more knowledgeable than I am. I'm also the guy that has a small wiener and a big truck and take jujitsu to make me feel okay about it from Car Talk. No, I know. Anyway, the point is, I see this and I find it to be rather alarming because the original principle was like the double genocide theory, right? The double genocide, which was Holocaust revisionism by a different name. Like, oh, the USSR also did their genocide and they're communists and they're bad. That's how you open the door to like Holocaust revisionism and also allegiances to fascist ideology. You open the door by saying, well, you know, we're fighting the enemies of fascists. And that's precisely what America did, as a matter of fact. Post-World War II, with the Marshall Plan and with NATO, that's precisely what they did in Western Europe specifically, where they literally were like, who are the greatest killers of communists, trade unionists, and socialists? Oh, those are the fascists that didn't die in World War II. So then, slowly but surely, you build out your allegiances. You create a network of international fascist cells that you never really fully recognize or see as an enemy ever again post World War II. And then you focus on the real enemy, right? Communism. And that's precisely how liberals have operated. And now we are finally reaching the final chapter of this this weird, well, not weird, but like this important alignment. What is this guy saying? Murat, kapıyı touch. Murat, go quick. You can't open the door. Oh, wait, I opened it. Never mind. This motherfucker orders food, and then the Uber Eats guy's like, I can't open the door. It's stuck. But now we are arriving at like the last stage. Socialists were bad too, to just being like, no, the socialists are the only evil. And now they're actually saying the quiet part out loud, where it's like, well, the Nazis weren't bad. Okay? That's how it starts. It starts with, well, the socialists or the communists were bad too, to the communists were actually worse. Black Book of Communism. That is the historical text. I'm putting that in air quotes to say that it's like the communists were actually worse. After all, they killed 100 million people, right? And then we move on to the final chapter, which is, well, the Nazis weren't as bad as communists too. Well, the Nazis weren't bad at all. And that's where we're at now. Okay? And you saw some examples of this recently, before October 7, when the Canadian Parliament literally had an actual fucking like Galicia division foreign legion for the SS, Ukrainian Nazi, get a standing fucking ovation. It's a terrifying prospect because, you know, if you look hard enough and you unmask someone who is an anti-communist, you are inevitably going to find, not surprisingly, a fucking fascist, okay? Like our most pro-Israel media company in Germany, Axel Springer, Hamas are worse than the Nazis. They felt regret in their murder. Yeah. And then retweeting Elon's anti-Semitic bullshit in the same breath. Yeah, no, that's saying Hamas are worse than the Nazis. They felt regret in their murder is just Nazi apologia. Okay? That's it. I don't do the inverse of that either. I don't say like, oh, Israelis are worse than the Nazis either. I don't say that either. Okay? Some people do. I don't like that either because I think that that is a gross thing to say. All right? That's it. I work at a Holocaust museum and you couldn't believe the number of motherfuckers like this coming in and unknowingly defending Hitler because history, revisionism, and a failure to understand basic geopolitical analysis is always the, well, I heard that wasn't actually true, people. How the fuck are you a Holocaust denier or revisionist and you go to the Holocaust museum? What the fuck? That's kind of funny. Marjorie Taylor Greene. They're like, oh, I'm here to learn about this fake thing that didn't happen. What the fuck? Motherfucker doing their own research. They go there to argue? That is insane. Oh. Jesus Christ.
It was launched. And they're writing back to the high command in Berlin saying, we can't feed these people. We don't have the food to feed these people. And one of them actually says, rather than wait for them all to slowly starve this winter, wouldn't it be more humane to just finish them off quickly now?
Oh, it was the humane.
Launched.
The final solution was the humane one. I didn't even see he got more unhinged.
After Barbarossa was launched. And they're writing back to the high command in Berlin saying, we can't feed these people. We don't have the food to feed these people. And one of them actually says, rather than wait for them all to slowly starve this winter, wouldn't it be more humane to just finish them off quickly now?
I think you should go to jail. Like, I don't know. For any reason. Maybe that, maybe some other reason. That's crazy. He's talking about the Holocaust. He said the humane thing to do once you have enslaved like 12 million people, 6 million Jews, like once you've enslaved them and trapped them in the concentration camps and you're slowly torturing them to death, the more humane thing to do is instead of feeding them is to just kill them all, like a mercy killing. That's wild. So, once again, I have a different solution, which is called not putting like Jews into concentration camps. Okay. I know, guys, crazy idea. Okay. Are you ready for this? Just not ever putting Jews into concentration camps. A crazy idea. I know. He said after Barbarossa, so we may have also been speaking directly about Soviet prisoners and villages as well as the Jewish people. Yeah, I know. fucking radical. Okay. Radical idea. Don't do that.